TD Ameritrade is finally merging with Charles Schwab, and in this video I'm going to go through some of the details and any action steps you might need to take prior to this merger happening. So depending on how you have your preferences set up at TD Ameritrade, you've either received a letter in the mail or you've gotten an email somewhat like this. And in this email, it's letting you know that this merger has been in the works since 2019. It's about little over 3 years ago that Charles Schwab actually bought TD Ameritrade. And some of the original speculation as to what the name would be. Would it be Schwabitrade? Different names were thrown out there, but ultimately it's just going to be Charles Schwab. And the schedule of events is that over the Labor Day weekend, any accounts that you have at TD Ameritrade Institutional will be transitioned over to Charles Schwab, and come the Tuesday after Labor Day, TD Ameritrade accounts and positions will no longer exist. So there are some steps that they're recommended that you take, and one step is that if you haven't done so in a while, you log into advisorclient.com. That's TD Ameritrade's login. So when you log into advisorclient.com, you can find out some information there as far as what the new login is for Charles Schwab, and that login for Charles Schwab is actually here, client.schwab.com. So you come Labor Day weekend or come Tuesday after the Labor Day weekend, you'll no longer be able to use advisorclient.com. You'll have to go over to client.schwab.com. So this is known as what is called a negative consent letter, and meaning that if you scroll a little bit further down, there is nothing you actually have to do as long as you're okay going through with the merger over to Charles Schwab. So you do have the option, however, if you don't want to transition your accounts over to Charles Schwab, you can either close them out. That's one option. You could reach out to TD Ameritrade or your advisor at TD Ameritrade, ask them to liquidate everything you have in that account, and they could then send you a check for the proceeds. Or you could open up a brokerage account somewhere else, and you could transfer your account over to that broker. And if you're going to do either of those actions, you need to transfer your account by August 25th, as they have here. Or if you want to liquidate your account, you need to do it by August 24th. Now, I will say as a firm, I started my firm using TD Ameritrade Institutional. Been very happy with them. But we've known about this merger for 3 years, and it's been about a year that I've been using Charles Schwab, using their platform, using everything that they have to offer. And I will say at this point, I've been very satisfied with what they have to offer. Their services are very, very similar to TD Ameritrade. And I see no reason why I'm not going to have my clients' accounts transition over from TD Ameritrade Institutional to Charles Schwab, as well as my own accounts that I have. So I think it's a good thing going through with this transition, but if for some reason you didn't want to do it, that's a key deadline that you need to be aware of. Additionally, they also highlight here just a couple minor changes, how the bank deposit program, the bank sweep program is going to slightly be changing. That means like any money that hits your account when it goes over to Charles Schwab will be changed to a different money market option. So you can see that the money market option at TD Ameritrade, the default pays 0.35%. But Schwab pays a little bit more, 0.45. Now, I should mention there's a lot of other money markets that Schwab has available. One of them is the Schwab Value Advantage Fund, SWVXX. And you have to do a little bit of work to move your money into that. You'd have to go into your account, and you'd have to physically buy that, whereas any other money just automatically goes into this other money market. But if you're holding large balances, I would suggest going in and doing that or having your advisor do that, because you're getting almost 5% interest, a lot more than you're getting on just the default money market. So a little tip there. So just to wrap this up, as long as you're okay with going through with the merger, there is nothing that you need to do as far as any changes to your accounts. But I would suggest, if you haven't in a while, log into advisorclient.com, and then also when the time comes, log into client.schwab.com to make sure that your online profile is set up. And everything should be good with the transition. And come Tuesday after Labor Day weekend, all your accounts will be at Charles Schwab. So don't be alarmed if you get a statement from TD Ameritrade that has zero balance, because yes, technically everything has been closed out of there, but everything now is at Charles Schwab. Thanks for watching.